camera goes, this isn't LMU. No shit, it's not LMU. And you know exactly why. Folks, good morning. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome one. Welcome all. And welcome. Welcome to the stream. Oh, yeah. How is it now? Is it good now? Alright. Yeah, I have to go through and, like, every time I open up OBS, I have to go through and, like, reset all my, pretty much, like, all my audio stuff. And that means I have to go through each and every scene, and when I go through each and every scene, that's when the mic gets doubled. So, and I wish I had a fix for it, other than just unplugging my mic and plugging it back in, but that's where I'm at. Where I'm at. Yo, Connor, what's good? Dylan, what's good? What are you gonna play today? I don't play Minecraft, I can tell you that. Today, we're gonna play some F125. We're gonna play some F125. Kind of get back into the groove there. Get back into the rhythm there. Get used to things again. No, I'm not playing LMU. I am not playing LMU. I had fun playing it. I definitely had fun playing it, but the viewership says otherwise. So maybe we'll do some like one-offs here and there with it. But oh, stop. Just because you're addicted to it doesn't mean I have to be. I have to be addicted to it. No, it was fun. It was fun. Enjoyed it. My thing reset again. Fuck. Uh-oh. Mistakes have been made. Okay, chat, I'm not gonna be able to see you for a hot second here. Sorry, don't yell at me. What? Why does it do that? Oh, I don't like that. Okay, well, that idea might be out the window. I'm trying something new with my little layout here. Normally I have chat, the chat windows just saved within OBS Studio, and that's just how I view everything, along with alerts and everything else. But I decided like maybe it'd be cool to maybe get some like, you know, bigger chat boxes. So you could like kind of take those windows out of OBS Studio, separate. The problem is that now I have OBS Studio over on that monitor, which is fine because I really don't need it for much at this point. But if I need to make changes and I want to bring it closer, it puts it behind the chat windows. So I can't see what changes I'm trying to make. It's kind of dumb. Just saw you had some crazy action at Bahrain. Yeah, Bahrain was rough. That was a rough one. That was a rough one, to say the least. But I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. I think... Turn it up a little bit. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay the rest of the way. For the most part. For the most part. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How are you? All right. Let me. Wheel on. I feel so like I don't know why. Like I'm just like so. I didn't even grab a Red Bull. I feel so. What's the word I want to use? Disoriented, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why. Alright, we lost the game. Is this what we call life is? Yeah, I guess so. Life's different for everyone, but sure. Sure. I don't even know if I have the right episode number. I know I screwed up on one of them to where I didn't change the number in the stream last week. I think we're on the right one. Because it'd be 49, 50. What's race 2? What's the second race on the calendar? 50. Bahrain would have been 51. Or no, Suzuka's 51. Bahrain would have been 52. This is 53. Okay, yeah, I got it right. We're good. We're good. I know numbers. This is taking a while to launch. Alright, well, I guess while it's doing that, I'll be right back, chat. Ugh. About to go get laughed at here in a second. Oh! Alright. Instead of getting laughed at, I just got told I look ridiculous. Which is an accurate statement. Certainly can't deny that one. Certainly can't deny that one.
No, it was a tough weekend. But yeah, as you said, the whole year was great work.
But chat, hope everybody's good. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Okay. I'm here? Ah, no, I don't like that. I might. I like having the bigger chat box. I just hate not really being able to see OBS Studio. So yeah, I'm gonna close this out. Close that out. Close that out. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, that's the opposite of what I wanted to do. Oh shoot. Oh no, I don't have any chat now. I didn't want to close this out. Here we go. Multi-chat? Here we go. Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one. There we go. I'll just resize all of them. Okay. And then I want to make that a little bigger. That's what she said. I'm sorry, chat. Bear with me here. Oh, I'm missing my... Huh? Must be. Yep. Oh, but see, that's... I need that. You need that. Maybe I can throw that here? See, then that? No. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Alright. I guess I'll just let it rock. No, you know what? No. I refuse. I refuse. I can live without what I'm trying to have. Beggars can't be choosers. Put that there. A little bit wider. I'm gonna take this. Here. That's a little too wide. Can I come inside? Hey, we're just getting started. It's the perfect time. We're just getting started. Okay, there we go. Got it. And then I will just throw this on over here. And we'll call it a day. Okay, cool. Sunny haze in the building. Damn straight. Damn straight. Should probably change my scene. Okay. Give me 2 seconds here, chat. Okay. We're good. We're good. How have I been? Good. Good, man. It was a good weekend and everything. How are you? How are you? How was your weekend? Such a huge F1 fan. I've yet to see the movie. It's a good movie. Good movie. Highly recommend. But folks, welcome back. There we go. Welcome back to another episode of our Myteam Career Mode. Episode number 53, Season 3, Round 5. Saudi Arabia Grand Prix up next. If you missed the last one, if you missed Bahrain, I'd say go back and check it out. It was a disappointment for us, unfortunately. But not so disappointing. Aiden got his first podium. So, you know, we'll take it. we'll take it. Charles Leclerc has been on a tear so far here, joining McLaren. And honestly, Pierre Gasly pretty solid here. The couple podiums so far with Ferrari. So, yeah, it's been an interesting start to the season. I'm not panicking yet. I'm not hitting the panic button just yet. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Jeddah's next. We typically do really well at Jeddah. Miami, we usually do well at as well. So I'm not hitting the panic button yet. It's still very, very early in the season. Still a long way to go. A lot could happen. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll get to where we need to be. What happened about your stream earlier? Earlier? Nothing earlier. I think it was good earlier. Finished the season? I finished season 2. We finished season 2 like 2 weeks ago. Roughly. Alright. But anywho. I don't know why I'm grabbing my mouse. So yeah, so I mean that's your standings right now. McLaren are obviously off to a hot start. Charles Leclerc's off to a hot start. But yeah, I mean, again, still very, very early here in the season. Take a look at the messages here. Yeah, interesting weekend. Yeah, I mean, Bahrain was a shit show for us. I mean, there's no two ways about it. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't know what I'm doing right now. That's more than okay. Everything's fine. I feel good. Mechanical failure imminent. Hey, somebody gift him a membership and ban him. Get that guy out of here. What's happening on Friday? I saw you stream back again. Oh, yeah, no. So I wanted to record a video on Friday. And when I hit the record button, I made a quick short about it. When I hit the record button, it the OBS studio crashed altogether. Like everything just crashed. And then when I tried to get the stream back up again, it just wanted to stream like an F121 VOD that's still sitting in my like scheduled live streams for some reason. I don't know why, but so yeah, so I wanted to stream that, and then I just I couldn't get it fixed. I don't know why. So yeah, that was pretty much the end of that. That's pretty much what happened there. But all right, let's see. Sure. Yeah. Yep, that's what happened. But it is what it is. We'll do that. And that's really it for us. I don't think there's much else for us to do here.
We've got multiple parts out of research.
Well,
don't
yeah.
forget to develop them. We've
Oh,
got
my headset's
performance
on
sitting on the
backwards.
table that we could be getting into the car.
Silly me. Silly wabbit. What did I want to do? Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm so out of it right now. I think I'm getting sick. Not sure. Why you calling me an Arab? What's that about? I'm playing. Yeah. It's the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Jeddah. Yeah, components are good. Let's get into the weekend. Let's do it. Did anybody see the Haas livery this morning? Anybody see that? My bad. I mean, the Haas livery literally just looks like same livery as last year, but still nice though. Yeah, like it looks all right. It looks all right. The Red Bull livery is clean. It's clean. I like that blue. Like it's a nice blue. It's a nice blue. I like it. What am I doing? But yeah, the Haas, it's literally just last year's livery put on a on the 2026 car. That's literally all it is. But it's nice, you know what I mean? Like I don't hate it.
Red Hot Speed by the Red Sea. Welcome everybody to
I was kind of hoping
Saudi
they would go
Arabia.
with a more
It's
like
practice here today at the Jeddah
more
Corniche
black
Street Circuit.
scheme, kind of match like what Toyota does in WEC. Kind of hoping they'd do that. I would love to see Alpine do that. White outlines on the bulls make it pop too.
All right, give me a quick radio check,
Yeah.
please. Radio check.
Radio check.
I don't really like the Racing Bulls one as much. It's not bad. It's just I don't love it. Don't love it. I'm also excited to see Cadillacs. Yeah, I think Cadillacs is gonna be really good. Yeah. Let's go out, set some laps, get comfortable. Sort of thing. Oh, on like the bulls on. I got you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, they took it's almost like they took like a page out of Ford's book with the like the GT3 Mustang. They kind of do that too. So.
Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temp and get yourself in the zone.
I see what you're saying. Not ready. I'm not ready. I need to get something to like. I have like these two cables that kind of run across the bottom of the like underneath of this part, whatever the fuck you want to call this. And they kind of hang a little low, so I literally just have tape on them, but the tape keeps coming undone after so long. Kind of digging the new Red Bull team shirts too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, all in all, like it's a nice aesthetic. I like it.
Okay, you've got race levels of fuel in the car. I want you to drive at a representative pace, all right? No hot laps this time.
God, I haven't played F1 in a few days. I played so much LMU on Friday. I feel so rusty. Hey, Alessandro. What's good? How you been? I've been good. How you doing? Favorite team and driver? I don't really have a favorite driver at this point. But favorite team is Ferrari, rather unfortunately. But yeah. Right on. Yeah, I'm actually very happy with the mechanic change. Very happy with that. We'll see, man, because it's still a little wide. Because it's still Ferrari, you know. At the end of the day, it's still Ferrari. So you can change the mechanic all you want, but engineer rather. But again, how much does that really mean at the end of the day? I just hope the car's competitive. That's really all I hope at this point. Yeah, I'd also like to see Charles get his flowers, for sure. For sure. 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 Yeah, it's tough, man. Tough scenes out there. Tough scenes last year, for sure. For sure. Oh, a little wide. Deep. Still warming up here. Still warming up here. Still waking up. I don't think so. I don't think everybody would be on a more level playing field. And I say that mostly because turned in too soon. Like, the top teams are still going to be the top teams. That's not going to change. Like, that's not going to change. The top teams will still be the top teams regardless of, any sort of reg changes. Like, that's F1. That's just how it goes. I think the midfield might be a little bit tighter and a little bit closer. But I think your top teams are still going to be McLaren, Red Bull, and Mercedes. Not necessarily in that order either, but just in general. Which street track do you think is the hardest to learn? That's a good question. Probably... That's a tough one. I'd probably have to say... As crazy as it might sound, I'd honestly probably have to say Vegas. I'd honestly probably have to say Vegas. Just because there's a lot of, like, line corners in Vegas. And a lot of the corners you come to are very, very sharp. So, like... Oh, I didn't slow down nearly enough for that. Yeah, I'd probably have to say Vegas. Canada? I wouldn't say Canada. I wouldn't say Canada. I think Montreal's actually pretty easy. How do you think Ford will do as Red Bull's engine supplier? Well, we all know what Ford stands for. Found on road dead. So, we'll see. We'll see. Oh. Don't get on that curb. Nope. A little wide. Oh, my lord. I'm staring at chat here. I wouldn't say Monaco. I think Monaco's actually kind of easy. I really do. As crazy as that might sound. I think Monaco is like one of those tracks that's tough to perfect and requires a good amount of focus, but as a whole, I feel like Monaco is one of the easier tracks to just get a rhythm into. You know, have that rhythm get. What am I trying to say here? To find a rhythm at, you know. Like once you find that rhythm and you kind of get into that flow and into that groove, I'd say Monaco's actually one of the easier ones. Funny enough, reminds me of how I drive when I go shopping. You might want to change how you drive when you go shopping then. Good old Ford banter. I mean, I actually really like Ford. I used to own a Mustang. Loved the Mustangs. My dad's had a couple Fords over the years. Like, I actually really like Ford. But, yeah, I don't know. I worry about what they'll do. But, I don't know. We'll see. Because, like, at the same token, you look at the reliability the past couple of years across the board from every engine supplier, every team, and really has not been a ton of mechanical failures, you know? So. Time lapse saying you should have it down pat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of more or less what I'm getting at. Sorry, I don't know if I'm still waking up or my brain is just that fogged right now. I'm a Dodge fan, so I'd love to hear with Dodge shit sometimes too. That's fair.
And that was a really good
That's currently what I
job
drive.
indeed.
Is a
We've got a
Dodge.
lot of valuable information.
My
on
last
that.
car
Well
was a Ford Mustang. My current car is a Dodge Challenger. So. What my dad has too. He has a couple Rams. So like, yeah, it's more of an advisory role and some manufacturing. It'll be 95% RVP. Oh god, yeah. Like I would say, God hell. I mean, I think you can make the argument that Ford being involved is more of a what's the word I want to use? More of a PR thing, more than anything else, to be honest with you. But Messi or Ronaldo? I gotta go Messi. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. When going somewhere far, I really hope I can drive an F1 car on the street. It'd be sick. Except, depends on where you're driving. Because, like, getting some towns that have some really bumpy roads, I can promise you driving an F1 car is not going to feel great. So, you still prefer the Mustang over the Challenger? Yeah, I do. I like my Challenger. I do. I like it a lot. I do miss my Mustang, though. I do miss my Mustang. But Challenger's nice. Like, it's a nice car, especially in comparison to the Mustang I had. I had, like, a 2006 Mustang. It sat out in some field in New York, so, like, you know, super rusty underneath, and like it wasn't in the greatest of shape. But I love that car, man. That car was awesome, you know. But a Challenger, it's nice. It's a nice car. So, hey, what's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? See you. Good to see you. But yeah. All right. Let's see here. Why does it sound like they're like? As they're driving by, like, it sounds like it's like they're going supersonic speed. I don't know if you guys really hear that all that much, but literally how it sounds. Okay, not so much there. When they're driving, like, what is that noise I'm hearing? It's not when they go by. It actually sounds kind of nice there. But every so often I'm hearing like this swoosh sound. behind. Oh, excuse me. Good lap though. Lap. Turned 21 today, so I'm finally getting myself F125. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Dad had a 392 Charger, and I think it was fun as hell to drive. But surprisingly, when we traded in for a Kia, a Kia Stinger, I think it's tight. The Stinger is something. I don't know if I'd trade in Charger for a Stinger. I'll tell you that. Not a big Kia guy, personally. But alright. Do one more program here. One more program, and then we'll skip the rest of practice and get into quali and get into the race. Appreciate y'all tuning in, by the way. Appreciate y'all being here. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's good. Hope all is well. Yeah, I love me a good muscle car. Oh, I didn't mean to use mediums there. Oh well, whatever. That first program. Whoops. Oh well. What it is.
All set. We're ready
Yeah, I
to
love
go.
me a good muscle
Let's get
car.
the car out.
Living where I live though, it's not a good thing to have. It's not a good thing to have. And you think I would learn and know better, but no. No, I choose not to. New York? No, I live in PA. I live in PA, so practically the same. Yeah. I love how that's everybody's first thought. Anytime they hear PA, is either cheesesteaks, Dunder Mifflin. It's another big one. Another big one. What am I forgetting here? What's your favorite Mustang body style? That's also a good question. I'd probably Amish. Yeah, there's the other big one. I knew I was forgetting one. Probably. Man, probably just the OG. You know what I mean? Like that 64 old school look. When they went to like the Fox body, I didn't love that. And then like the 90s, early 2000s, I didn't love either. But then, you know, what was that, like 05, 06 is when they went back to the classic body style. Yeah, I prefer the classic look. Good lap. Treating that lap,
Okay,
I wasn't
that's
really
the
doing the
test
program.
over, but I'm afraid
I
we
was
didn't get
mostly
what we
just treating
needed.
that
We're
lap
gonna have
as
to run it
a,
again.
that was like my quality program right there. Hershey's, I forgot about Hershey's. I love the block bodies and the SVTs. Yeah. Yeah, like pretty much like just that 90s, early 2000s era. I didn't love. I didn't love those, but yeah, the 60s, 70s, and then like mid 2000s onward, I enjoy. Alrighty.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly.
Good lap. Take it. Chevy SS. I had a buddy in high school who had one. A buddy in high school who had one. It was nice. Really nice. It was really nice. For real. For real. You know, funny enough, I was just talking about this the other night. My first car that I ever had was a 2000 Monte Carlo. We bought it when I used to live in North Carolina. We bought it then. We bought it used. It was like, it was only like maybe a year or two old, really. But at that point, and we had it for ages. Had it for ages. Had a million issues with it. Like went through like a million flywheels. I think we even, God, I think we replaced the transmission in it at one point. Did a pretty massive, like, not full-blown engine swap, but like replaced a lot of stuff with the engine. And there was a lot of stuff we did to that car. And not because like it wasn't like to make the car better, it was to make it run. Like that thing was a pain in the ass. And yeah, that was my first car. And there's times, man, I miss that car. I really do. I really do. That thing was massive. It was a boat driving that thing. But shit. I mean, it was a beast in the snow. I'll tell you that. The beast in the snow. Yeah, I miss that thing. I like my Chevys. I do like Chevy. Not so much nowadays, like the modern day Chevys. I'm not really that big into, but like, dude, like my childhood, like that era, like we had a Chevy Cavalier as well at one point. My brother had one, and then somehow my mom got it. I don't remember how, but like, maybe it was the other way around. Maybe my mom got it first, and then eventually he took it. I don't remember, but anywho, either way, like we had the Cavalier. That thing was pretty cool. My other brother currently has a Chevy truck. But yeah. Nash, what's good? Superman. Hello. Oof. Am I the only one that likes the Catfish Camaro? It's interesting, you know? I don't know if I'd say I like it, but it is interesting. That's how my first car was, 2000 Acura Integra. Small as fuck. I'm 6'3". Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Dude, we replaced the flywheel in that Monty. Probably, I want to say like 6 times. And that's not even an exaggeration. I think we literally replaced it 6 times. And it was the 6th time that we replaced it that we figured out why they kept going. I don't remember what the reason was at this point. But, yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. It also used to do this thing, which eventually my dad did fix. But it was after I was, you know, done driving the car and we sold it. But it would also do this thing to where when sitting idle, the RPMs would just fluctuate. It would literally, the RPMs would just go from like idling at like 1500 up to like 2500, and it would literally just keep doing that. Just idling, just sitting there, just keep fluctuating. Gas gauge didn't work properly either. I learned that it worked when you first turn the car on. When you first turn the car on, wherever the gas was at that point in time, that's how you knew how much gas you had. But then, shortly after that, it would just go to empty. And then, what was the other thing I had an issue with? Oh my god, the freaking security feature in the car. So, or the security light, you know, whatever you want to call it, sensor. Every so often, this is actually a known GM issue. Every so often, especially from that era, you know, turn the car on, put it in drive, start driving, security light would come on. So you'd have to pull over, turn the car off, then turn it back on, and hope that the security light went away. There was one time where it turned on, and I didn't know that it turned on. Like I just wasn't paying attention. So then I went somewhere. I don't remember where I went, but I went to like some store or whatever, and it had been on that entire time. So then when I turned the car off and went in the store and came back out, I get back in the car, go to turn it on, the security light's on like immediately. And when that happens, the car just doesn't start. You just get nothing. So long story short, I had to sit there for, I think it was 15 minutes. I had to sit there in the parking lot and just couldn't do anything. It was a great feature. Great feature. All of these, none of these were issues with the car. They're all just features. That's how you gotta look at it. That's how you gotta look at it. Hello from Indonesia. Hello. Real F1 car driver? Yeah, totally. I drive F1 all the time. I'm actually Lando Norris. Storage, thank you for the follow over on Kick. I appreciate it. I gotta still figure out what the hell's going on with my alert box, because I didn't hear that alert. I'm just seeing it in the feed now. I don't know why I'm not hearing alerts. I'm assuming you guys heard it, but I did not. But anywho, it's getting quality.
Welcome to the Jeddah Corniche, one of the fastest
my truck now
circuits
will
on the
shut itself
calendar.
off.
But let's see
when
who'll be
it's not
fastest
fully
of them
warmed
all.
up.
We're
It's
about
like
to set
below
the grid
40
for
outside.
the Saudi
Oh, that's
Arabian
terrible.
Grand Prix.
That's
yes,
terrible.
It's qualifying.
That is terrible.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check. Alright. Did all this already? Right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Q1.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Get on track, set a good lap, hopefully. Hopefully. I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. I'd get tired of that real quick. I got tired of the security thing in the Monty pretty quick, but again, you know, it's a feature of the car. Alright, hopefully our pace is pretty strong here. I don't really know what to expect. I mean, again, normally Jeddah is a track that I'm typically pretty good at in comparison to the AI. But we'll see. I tried to qualify at Spain with a chat GPT setup, and boy, it was a mistake. Yo, that is a phenomenal video idea. I used AI to set up my car. Peter, I want you to know I'm taking that idea. It's all mine. And I'm claiming it as my own. Alright. Here we go. A little wide. Not very smooth through there. Actually, kind of a shitty run. I used a lot of battery there. Wasn't paying attention. I did a 126.9. Wow. Wow. I did not think that was that good of a lap, to be honest with you. So I will take that. I will take that. Yeah, I mean, I use sim racing setups too. I paid for it. I figured it was like, what, like 50 bucks or something like that? 40, 50 bucks to get F125 setups. And they obviously update them, you know, when updates come out and stuff like that too, so I said screw it. I'll pay for it. Certainly spent that kind of money on worse, you know. So I bought Anthem, you know. I mean all right. Okay, let's see. Wow. Franco Colapinto. 4.5 tenths off. It's crazy. That is crazy. It was a good lap, though. It was a good lap. Really good sector, too. Probably because I use so much battery, but... Funny enough, I use Gemini to help me set up my cars when I do a race. Dude, that is absolutely the content idea that I'm going to do. And I'm taking all the credit. I came up with it myself. Man, I felt really good about my lap. Are you joking right now? A 124.9? Dude, these guys are in like just another planet with these times. My lord. It's mostly the third sector. Which I'm usually kind of slow in the third sector compared to the AI. So I guess it adds up. See you, Superman. Peter, I think ultimately what's going to happen with the DLC, it's essentially just going to be like its own game. So I think what's going to end up happening is, if you want to do the 2026 DLC, when that comes out, like, you're going to essentially be starting fresh for the career mode. Like, I don't think it's just going to be like, you know, whatever your current season is in your F125, Myteam, or anything like that. I don't think it's just going to be like, all right, next season, now you got the 2026 stuff, you know? I don't think there's a feasible way to really do that. You know what I mean? That's kind of where the issue lies. I don't think it'll be 60. I think, like, I don't think they're going to charge, like, full price for it. You know what I mean? Like, I think ultimately what you're going to see, I think it's ultimately going to be probably somewhere around 30. I think it'll be, like, half the cost of a full release. I think it'll be about half the cost of a full release. That's my guess. That's my guess. I have nothing to base that off of. I'm just taking a guess. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I really don't think the update's going to feature a lot, in my opinion. Like, obviously, it'll have the new cars, Cadillac in the game.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check. Radio check.
Bring back, you know, Checo and Valtteri. But, like, I don't think we're going to necessarily see new features other than, like, maybe, like, the active aero system that is obviously on the new cars. But other than that, that's really it. I really don't think you're going to see much. So, because of that fact.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
Even with it being EA, I don't think they can justify charging that much for it. So on 105, I am. Yes, indeed. It's a good number for me. It's a good number for me. Yeah, hopefully the 27 games can be good, man. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. And of course, time will tell. Time will tell. True. That is true. We are actually kind of at that point where, like, guys like Ricardo and Vettel can be considered, like, icons for the game now. God, I feel old. Makes me feel so old. Alright, let's see what kind of loud we can do here, chat. I would love to see that, but I don't think they're gonna carry them over. I don't think they're gonna carry them over. But we'll see. Even if they do carry him over, ultimately, the 2026 expansion, I'm not going to be Apex GP. At least not, like, in-game content-wise. Like, I will... Maybe I'll mod it or something. But that'd be it. Because unfortunately, playing as Apex has actually made me kind of lose out on some features of the Myteam mode. Whether that's intentional or not, I don't know, but... Who's the best in F1? Like, F1 history or currently? Currently, it's Max. I mean, there's no question there. In F1 history, I would say Michael. With Lewis being a close second. F1 history? Yeah, I'd say Michael. I'd say Michael. I think I just did the same exact time that I did in Q1. That's actually wild. That is actually wild. Me, JK. It's actually me. I'm the best. Senna for you. Senna's great. He's in my top 5. He's in my top 5, but I couldn't put him best all time. There we go, Aiden. That's a better lap. He had a terrible lap in Q1, so good to see him improve. Let's skip ahead of here a little bit. Wait till everybody puts in a time. See where we're at. Looks like everybody put in a time. Let's see where we're at. Alright, so the Red Bulls did better. Interesting. Max, Lando, and Pierre are all outside the top 10 right now. Makes me wonder if I'm going to have to do another lap. I might. I might have to. I might have to. It's close. But I can't really tell. Can't really tell. Let's not forget about Nicky Lauda. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's up there too. He's not in my top 5, but definitely top 10. He's got a racing wheel, and what games would you recommend that aren't too expensive? What do you play on? That would ultimately be my question. 24, I raised mine to 100 and still won by 27 seconds, so I may have to... Yeah, I would say definitely bump it up a bit more at that point. You might have to go max, if that's the case. I'm actually happy to be the same dev team who did F125. That is my thought as well. Like, if they tried this approach with F124, where they, like, let's say they skipped F125 and had 26 be, like, the, you know, a new game. Yeah, I would be very, very concerned. But the fact that it's the same dev team that's done this game, making a new game, as well as, you know, doing, words, F123, F121, like, they have a good history, so, yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I play on PS5. If you play on PS5, there's not a lot really to choose from. Kind of depends on what you're into, obviously. But, I mean, I would say some good options out there. You already got Gran Turismo, ACC. There's, of course, F125 is a solid option. There's not much, to be honest with you. Yeah, F125. NASCAR 25 is good. Like, it's not bad. It's good racing. I think most of the game's kind of bare bones, but the racing itself is good. Like, the physics feel good. If you're into that style of racing anyways. Yeah, man, that's really it. There's not much. There's not much for console. Really isn't. You got Forza now. You can go play Forza if you want. Look at the bright side. We'll have a Breaking Point 4. I could give 2 shits about Breaking Point. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even finish the Breaking Point 3 story. I did like half of the Breaking Point 3 story, and then I just stopped. Just didn't play the rest of it. So. I mean, it's cool, you know, but like, It means nothing to me. Alright. Let's see here. Did I see the... Wait, Ferrari showcase delivery? I know they fired up the car for the first time the other day. So that was good. Oh, that's the Haas. Sorry. Yeah. I'm done. Alright, so who's going out here? So Colapento's going out. He's currently P16. Sainz is out. Albon. Max is out. Anybody... Okay. Kimmy's out as well. So literally everybody below us. It's tight. It's tight. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna have to go now. We're gonna stay. I think we're good. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Let's see. Let's Let's see if we got through. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're good. I did see the hash. Sorry, I don't know what it is today. I think I'm getting sick. Like my brain is just not computing. But yes, I did see the hash. It's really no different than last year's car, obviously. But yeah, I saw it. It's cool. I mean, I like it. But I would have liked to see maybe something. Talked about this earlier. I would like to see maybe something a little bit closer to like the Toyota WEC kind of style, maybe a little bit more black instead. But is the AI better or worse on 25? I would say better. I'd say F125 all around is a much better game than F124. Like, significantly better game than F124. And it's not even close. It's not even close. Personally speaking. But, alright, anyway. Champion car for sure. Yeah, sure. That's one way of looking at it. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? So, Aiden got through any, like, shocks. Max didn't make it, and Lando. Both of them are out Q2. That's actually quite the surprise. Gabriel's through. Jack Duhan got through. That's shocking. Very shocking. And, of course, Charles is still just crushing it. But I don't love...
Okay, radio
the Racing Bulls
radio
livery,
check.
but I do
Radio
like the
check.
Red Bull one. A lot. Be a race to the shops and back. Oh, I didn't mean to do a flying lap. Whatever. Now listen, when I got my Reebok pump ups on, I'm faster. I'm just telling you. Yeah, fair. That's fair. Fucked up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I like the Red one. The V carb, it's alright. I don't hate it, but don't love it. Yeah, I agree. Having that, like, metallic finish on it is just really nice. Really nice. Charles did a 124.5, and I went so deep there. I think I need to try to save a little bit more battery for the third sector. I almost did the same exact time again. That would have been 3 sessions in a row that I did the same exact time. That's actually wild. That's consistent. But wild. Alright. I mean, with the fresh set, we should go a lot quicker, obviously. Aiden, thank you for that gift. I see you. I appreciate you, too. You ain't gonna do it, but I appreciate it. Set up something with me? No, I mean, again, we were going out on a worn set of tires, so, like, we're just trying to kind of put a lap in and just set a time. I think we'll be okay. I think I just need to try to save a little bit more battery for the third sector. And then go from there. Playing for pit strategy? I haven't even thought that far yet. I don't think about pit strategy pretty much until I get into the race. that is my usual approach. Yeah, I mean, probably one stop. Probably just medium hard. It's usually the case. Or yeah, it's soft medium actually. Forgot softs usually last a while here. Wait, softs for 50 laps and mediums for the rest? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Alright. Get out on the track here.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
That would be the ultimate Plan C setup right there. You know what's a crazy flex right now? I think I saw a McLaren still in the pits. The only McLaren that's in the session right now is Charles Leclerc, who's on pole. Again, crazy flex. Charles must think his time is good enough that nobody's gonna beat it. Like, that is an insane flex right there. And that's how you know this is a video game, because it would never happen at Ferrari. I don't even use shoes when I race. Honestly, I kind of hate wearing shoes with the setup. I really do. I prefer just socks, but I can't wear a full-blown race suit and not wear shoes. You know, I feel like I'd get hung if I did that. So, wonder what livery Ferrari will have. Darker red looks good. Yeah, I kind of want them to get rid of the whole white thing that they're doing with the HP partnership. But yeah, we'll see. Another donation for the dogs out. Hey, again, you give me 10 grand, you'll see all the dogs. This is terrible first sector. Frank Ocean. I like that. Oh, a little wide.
To go.
Remember to save all the battery for the main straight. Not gonna be good enough for pole, but better.
Good effort, lads.
P3. I'll take that. I'll take that. I will take that. Not terrible. Not terrible. Simply lovely. Q2? No, that was Q. That was Q3.
Back tomorrow as we head into the Grand
Q3.
Prix.
Yeah, what a wild flex from Charles there, though. Like, Charles put in such a good lap on his first run out there. They said, yeah, y'all ain't even coming close to touching me. Doesn't even do a second lap. Doesn't even bother. And obviously, again, gets pole. And yeah, I mean, Oscar's just barely ahead of us. And if I had a better first sector, we'd be starting second at least. But Yeah, it is what dude, Charles is just on a tear right now. He's just on a tear right now. It is what it is. Hands cold or something? Yeah, my whole body's cold. Whole body's cold. Hence why I'm wearing overalls and gloves. Yep. Shit, I'd put on a baklava too if I had one of those. You know? McLaren really isn't dominating in my career. It's really just Charles right now. Like, Charles won the championship in season 1 with Ferrari. Didn't win by much, but he won. Season 2, McLaren won the constructors. George won the drivers. And then now season 3, McLaren coming on, or starting strong rather, and Charles went to McLaren, and yeah, he's just dominating right now. It's been crazy. It's been a wild career mode. It's been a wild career mode. Thank you for screwing up the Texans. Hey, don't thank me. Thank that man right there. Thank that guy. It was all him. It really wasn't all him. He actually kind of played not all that great. Played very mediocre. But our defense, though. Our defense played phenomenal. Alright, let's get into this race. 50 laps. 50 laps. Oh, I also just realized, can I move this over here? Does it go over? It does. Let me see this. Hey, I see the gift over on YouTube as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up in my alert feed, so I didn't see it there, but I see it here. Thank you for the gift on YouTube. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I see you. I want to make sure you know. Want to make sure you're acknowledged. It doesn't show up. It only shows up in the chat feed, and I see another one sent. And once again, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You ain't got to do that, but I do appreciate it.
So here we are then, welcoming you today to one of the jewels of the Arab
Some
world.
better Red Bull flavors.
Jeddah, one of the biggest cities in
I
Saudi
actually really
Arabia,
like this one.
second only to Riyadh,
I actually really like this
gateway
one.
to Mecca, and one of the biggest ports in the region. And
Not as good
now,
as the normal
host to
blueberry,
the Saudi
blueberry,
Arabia Grand Prix.
with the coconut berry.
So
It's
let's
actually
take
not
a
bad.
look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here.
Just came
We'll
from
see
that
just
clip
how much the
from you
teams have
crashing
benefited
at the
from their
Baku pit
time
exit.
spent
Yeah,
in
I'd rather
practice
you
this
just
weekend. And like
ignore
many
that
street
one.
circuits, this track has the
That one
potential
was
to
bad.
punish drivers that get
That
it
one was
wrong.
pretty bad. What
Let's
platforms do you
hope we
stream on?
avoid any
I stream
safety
everywhere.
cars today.
Stream everywhere. We got 2 different streams going
Let's
on
run you
YouTube.
through the driver grid order
Like a
for
normal
today's
format and
exciting
then the
race.
vertical format. TikTok, Twitch, and Kick.
Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have
Thank you for that follow.
Antonelli,
I appreciate it.
Jackson, Pierre
appreciate it.
Gasly, and Bortoletto, Piastri.
Wait, are we
Berman,
starting P2? Oh yeah, Piastri must
Mayer,
have a penalty.
and Isaac Hadjar.
Nice. We'll take that.
Verstappen, Norris,
We take those.
Alex Albon, and Sainz.
Could have a setting where you can change the
Stewart,
engineer's voice.
Colapinto,
That would be nice.
Zane Maloney, and Tim
That would be
Travis.
nice.
Lawson, O'Sullivan,
But
Hulkenberg, and Paul Aaron
Here we are.
rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head
Here
down
we
to
are.
the track. And alongside me
I
today
miss
is
Jeff.
a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's
My
Ant
man
Davidson. Now you're the
sends
racing
another
driver in
gift
this
over on
partnership,
YouTube.
so tell us about this racing
gotta
driver. Put
bring
us
it
in their shoe.
back over here. I don't know why it does that from time to time, where it just skips
Radio
the
check,
start
please.
there.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Profit. Thank you again.
Okay, here we go. I know what
Thank
you
you
can do.
again.
Don't let me down.
Really don't gotta do that, but I thank you again. I kind of wish that part would show up in my chat feed over here. I need another monitor. Like I need one like right here or something, or maybe even like up here. Like just something else to look at. You know. Don't bottle the start like the 2021 Azerbaijan race restart. I am playing as Lewis, so it's possible. It's possible. Anyone selling a PC? Anyone play LMU? I'm desperate. LMU was a great time on Friday. And to be honest, with the viewership I'm getting today, is really no different than the viewership I got on Friday. Which means I might have broke the algorithm for my channel, and I might be fucked now. But dude, if I'm gonna get the same viewership, I might play a little bit more LMU. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. LMU was a great time. I had fun with it. But I do appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate y'all. Stuck with ACC and PMR. Yeah, that's brutal. Saw PMR's coming out with an update soon, right? They're doing something to fix their game a little bit more, right? Isn't that happening? I think. Yeah. We're gonna do the one stop here. I almost always do the one stop here. I'm not touching the fuel. Just gonna leave it as is. There's something bugged with my fuel in this career mode. I don't know what it is, but ever since season 2, our fuel has just been weird. So I'm not touching it. I'm leaving it where it's at. I don't care if it overfuels the car. And truthfully, it really doesn't make that much of a difference in this game. It really doesn't. So PMR is a terrible game though. And ACC on console, kind of miserable. So, alright, anyway. Let's see how we do this race, chat. Everyone around us is also starting on mediums. So, hopefully we have the pace to keep with Charles. I mean, again, he's been so good here at the start of the season. Winning 4 straight, obviously going for 5. We might need a little luck on our side. Might need a little luck. But we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, console, man,
Conditions
dude.
look
Console
stable
racing
at the moment.
sucks.
No rain currently expected.
Console racing does kind of suck, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. I am. I am indeed Hamilton. I think we're going to drive as Lewis for the majority of the season. You know, I want to get Lewis his 8th title before he retires, so. And Aiden, honestly, Aiden seems to be doing pretty well on his own, so. A long run. So start here.
Okay, incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good
All
launch
right.
as the race starts.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a good start.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now.
See if
Be
we can do it.
patient and watch for those lights.
Here we go. 5 red lights. And we're off. Well, Charles actually got a really bad start. Very nice. Alright, sweet. McLaren to McLaren is definitely illegal. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, I'm not going to lie. Max beating McLaren is also weird. Alright, I got to remember, start of the race, heavy car. Can't push it like I was in practice or in quali. We're off to a good start. We have no straight line speed in this car. It just doesn't exist. Which kind of sucks. Oh, a little deep in the corner. Yep, just lost a lot of time there. Hopefully Kimmy makes a move on Charles here, that'd be nice. Do you remember me? Yeah, I do. Hello, hello. Oh, a little wide. Shit. Oh, there we go. I'm starting to throw. Somehow that was purple sector 1, though. That don't make any sense. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I remember. I remember you. A little bit more overtake just to try to defend, but doesn't matter. We're going to try to send it back up the inside. He's going to have DRS here, though. Yeah. Not much I can do there. Not much I can do there. See if we just keep it clean here. Just try to stay with. God, he's so quick. Alright, stay within DRS. I should be able to get him. Should be able to get him on this straight, and if not this straight, at least the main straight. We just don't have straight line speed, man. It just doesn't exist. But I should be able to get him here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Might need to use a little bit more overtake. Oh, little tap at the wall. Dude, he's so quick. So quick. Thankfully, we're pretty quick in the second sector. allowing me to keep it close. Yeah, I should be able to get him here.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
I think he fell back quite a bit there. Must have made a mistake. The one thing I have to worry about, I fell back a whole lot. The one thing I have to worry about here is if he undercuts me.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
If he does an undercut, I might lose him. But, I mean, right now we're kind of gapping him a little bit. Which I'm actually quite surprised by. I mean, here's where he's going to make up that time again, but... Something must have happened. He must have gotten like 4 damage or something, because something's not adding up here. Or he burned through his battery. I guess that's an option too. And he could just be trying to save. I don't know. I can't be doing too much scoreboard watching. I gotta focus on my own race here, you know? Oh, a little wet. Yo, Nathan, what's good? Next, good to see you. Tree, house, bar. Oh. Aiden's kind of holding his own for P4. Good to see. Saw Borderletto in P5 for a while there. After starting on softs. Alright, yeah, I'm assuming Charles was just saving battery. I'm assuming. How do you get the speedo? It's a overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. If you go down in the description on the stream, it's also linked in there. And Gasly in the Ferraris, it's interesting. It's interesting. I low-key kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. Low-key kind of like it. A lot there. Still had that pace here. Last now because what happened to them? That's a great question. That's a great question. I mean, they're still at the top of the R&D chart with everybody else, but yeah, it's strange, man. They just don't have that pace. I mean, they fell off tremendously in the second half of season 2, but Yeah, here in Season 3, it's been kind of a little bit more of the same. And a little bit more of the same. They've also had a couple DNFs, too, early in the season, which hasn't helped, but... Hang on, Nathan. I see that message. Not a good part to look at the chat. Not a good part of the track for that. Alright. What'd you say? See, there's a button on the new F1 car that gets you at full speed. You can use it anytime. Yeah, it's a boost mode. It's it's kind of like hitting overtake, really. It's not much different. It's probably, I would compare it a little bit more to like the curve system. You know, like a decade ago. Probably compare it more to that, but I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. Brakes hard enough. Well, it's not that the Discord server's dead. It never really existed to begin with. Never really existed to begin with, and I don't really do anything with it because it's a lot to maintain that on top of trying to upload content and everything else. So yeah, I don't know. If we get some more people in there, some more members, things like that, I think that'll change eventually. But you know, the big if. A pretty big if. Smooth sailing if you don't bottle? Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I am a little worried about my fuel. I know that sounds crazy, because there's 8.5 laps of fuel in the car yet. But we're only 9 laps in. We started at almost 11. Like, at this rate, my fuel is going to be pretty low by the end of it all. So that does worry me a little bit. It's a tiny bit. Well, thank you, Nathan. Thank you. Yeah, maybe... God, maybe I'll start doing more with the Discord. I don't know. It's a lot to maintain everything on my own, you know? The engine mod affect the car's weight? No, the engine mod is simply just an audio mod. That's all it is. That's all it is. Nothing else. Still building the gap, so if we can keep doing that, that'll kind of protect us from the undercut a little bit. Granted, I don't think Charles is going to be doing a one-stop, close. But he could surprise me. He could surprise me and end up doing one stop here. But we'll see. We'll see, obviously, as time goes. We're running pretty smooth, though. Pretty smooth. Not bad. Aiden's still P4, too. Here might be closing in on him just a little bit, though. Is it possible to adjust it? What's that, though? The car's weight? Yeah, I would say it's possible. I mean, it's possible to, like, mod just about anything, really, in the game. I saw there is a mod that somebody created. I decided not to use it, but there's a mod that somebody created that provides, like, their interpretation of how the 2026 cars are gonna feel. I decided not to use it because there were some issues with it from what I read. So. Yeah, I mean, it's possible to mod just about anything in the game. Granted, modding in F125 is a little bit more limited than what it used to be back in the day, but yeah. I know how much the V10 sound is loved, but I love the 2026 engine sound. The 2026 engine sound does sound pretty good. It does sound pretty good. I do like it. Wide there. How do you see the cars behind in this game? That's why I look back. Well, there's a couple ways. I mean, obviously you can use the mirrors on the car itself, which, you know, I can't really see them. I can't really see the mirrors on the car in this camera view, so there's that. You can look back. There's also a virtual mirror you could use, but I don't like using it in this game. Truth be told, I don't really like having a lot of stuff on my HUD in general. I kind of like a more simplistic HUD, where there's just not really a lot on my screen. Like, if it was up to me, I'd get rid of the track map. Hell, I'd probably even get rid of the timing in the top right. Probably get rid of that too. Probably would just have just the leaderboard, MFD, and the HUD on the Halo. That'd be it. But also, I didn't notice. Thank you for the sub over on YouTube. I appreciate it. Didn't even notice it. Disadvantages of being on PC. I'm on console. Yeah. Not being on PC. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Sucks being a console F1 gamer. Thoughts on why Americans suck at F1? I mean, it's tough. Truthfully, like, granted, there's not a lot of Americans to base that off of, obviously, but, it's tough, because, like, you know, F1, 20 years ago, from a popularity standpoint, was nowhere near what it is now in the States, right? So as somebody who's getting into racing, you know, at a young age 20 years ago, or even 30 years ago, F1 wasn't really a thing you considered. You looked more at oval racing, dirt track racing, stuff like that.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate.
If you wanted to do open wheel, you looked at IndyCar. You know, that was like, that was your pipeline, right? So it's kind of tough. Because also, the other side of it too, the FIA don't really view Americans as, you know, or even just an American motorsport, at least in the past, as anything highly regarded either. You know, so there's a lot of factors there. But you know, hey, it only takes one. It only takes one. You run your streams. You run the streams off the same PC? No. So I have two PCs. I have a dedicated streaming PC and then a gaming PC. I don't necessarily, George. I wouldn't say it's necessarily that. Again, I think it's just all about the upbringing. You know, like karting isn't as big here in the States as it is overseas, and you know that's how you start, right? You start from the karting scene, because the FIA has their own karting scene in the governing body for F1 has their own karting scene in Europe. That's where a lot of guys get their start. They don't have that in the States, you know? So that's a big part of it. That's a big part of it. And then it, you know, obviously just goes from there. Nando, I see you. Give me 1 second. I am losing a lot of... Oh, God, that was terrible. Losing a lot of time to Charles here. In-game. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it sucks playing this game on a console. It really does. You're just so limited. And it's funny, because the community continues to ask for all these features. And, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Find this super good. I always wonder why I'm doing super good at it. Again, I think a large part of it. Gamers, good to see you. Thank you. It's good. Again, I think a large part of it is just the upbringing of it all, you know? I do think that's a big part of it. Alright. I think tire wear is really starting to kick in for me, and not so much for Charles here. Now, granted, I am making some mistakes here, but I think that's really kind of what's going down. And where my issue lies. Woohoo! Big snap. He's within a second now. He's quick. He is quick. Han's out of the session. Oh, we got a
Virtual
VSC.
safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta.
We got a VSC.
Virtual
It's actually
safety
kinda
car
big.
is deployed.
Let's see if we can time up the start just right. If we can manage to figure that out for ourselves. That can be kind of big. It sucks because we're gonna go back racing like right here.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your
That's a
delta's
terrible part for it
negative,
to
which means
happen.
you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Yeah, that was such a terrible spot. Unfortunately, oh, and then we got wide. So unfortunately, he just gained so much time on us.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the
Oh
green
yeah, I didn't
flags.
think about changing the fuel mode. I should have. Good comms. Good comms. That's on me. That's on me. Oh well. Yeah, we're burning through fuel like crazy. I think we'll be okay. It's gonna be tight though at the end. I can tell you that. Certainly tell you that. Charles is flying right now. And we saw this last season too. Season 2 with McLaren. They're like late in the run pace, which just really strong. They just had a lot of pace as their runs went on.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Saw that a
We're
lot in
approaching
season
the
2.
pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Try parking this car in the middle of the track and send it up the inside instead. All right, we're pitting on lap 20, right? That's what we're doing. I think we're pitting on lap 20. I think that was the plan. 20 laps on mediums, 30 on hards. So hopefully Charles doesn't undercut us here. Why not 32 on softs instead? I don't know. I mean, that'd be a really good Ferrari strategy, but we're not Ferrari, so. Oh, big slide coming out. Back. Would have been a very ambitious nosedive. Late on the brakes there from me. I might lose Charles here. I had a good run throughout the rest of that. Let's see if maybe we can keep with him. Alright. If we can keep with him until we pit, then I'm good. Chilling. Oh, I have DRS on me here. We actually had a good run though.
Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Okay, mate, okay.
Couple guys in the pits here. Oh, Paul Aaron, I love you. Ultimately ended up battling Charles coming out there, but I screwed up the entry into that corner, so all that time I just gained means nothing. And then I run wide. Yep, alright. Classic moment there.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Alright. Coming in. Been a pretty decent run for me so far. I went deep there, but been a pretty decent go at things. I'm a little worried about the field. Little worried about the field. But other than that, I feel pretty good.
honestly. But curious what Charles is doing.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit
Curious what Charles
strategy
is doing.
complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
A little bit of traffic here. Oh, Ollie, was close. Curious what the Charles. Actually, I'm curious what all these guys' strategies are because they haven't pit yet. I guess they might also try to do it one stop and just run longer on the mediums though, compared to the hards. Pit now to overtake. Oh, you were behind. Okay. I thought you were just strolling. Alright, we got DRS on Aiden. Hopefully it doesn't hold us up too much. I have no straight line speed.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Alright. We're gaining. Getting it back
Gap
up.
to
So
the car in front,
Feel good.
9.8 seconds.
Feel good. And I knew that I would now. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying it. I would say this is probably one of the more interesting races that we've had in a while, to be honest with you. And while there may not be like necessarily a lot of battling happening, just everything in terms of strategy and how close we are with Charles should make for an exciting ending, but we'll see. We'll see. The fuel is also going to make things interesting. No. Is it on a break? Fuel is also going to make things quite interesting, but see what happens. See what happens. Start a little bit of lift and coast now. The problem is, lifting and coasting seems to really do nothing for me. It really doesn't do anything for me. I don't know if anybody else experiences the fuel problems that I have in this game, and it really didn't start until Season 2. Like, Season 2, for whatever reason, I'm having to overfuel the car by a lot just to try to save fuel. A little deep. And, or just to try to make sure I have enough fuel, and then when I try to do lift and coast, it just doesn't do anything for me. So there's some tracks to where I literally can't even try to bring the fuel back down to like the amount of laps there actually are in the race. There's some tracks where it even makes me overfuel the car by like 4 laps. Funny enough, I think this is actually one of them. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a bug. I don't know if it's just I'm bad. I don't know if it's designed that way. I don't know. I know nothing. But I do know that we are catching. These guys are running long on the medians. They're running long on the medians. Which is fine by me. Of course, as I say that, Charles comes in. Must have heard me talk. Alright. So ultimately, we undercut Charles here. He's coming out on hard, so he is also doing a one-stop.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
So his tires are going to have more life at the end of the race.
Aiden's in the pits.
Aiden's in the pits now as well. Yeah, so his tires will have more life at the end of the
teammate
race.
behind, 11.1 seconds.
But we have almost a 6-second gap to Charles now, so we'll have to try to make up that ground.
The car behind you is
Little
just coming
wide.
for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
Really? I wasn't within the second there? Actually kind of surprising. So Kimmy's coming in now. Get past the lap traffic there. All right. Now the race is on. See how we do. Halfway to go. I'm assuming Bortoletto and Verstappen are both doing a two-stop. Like, I'm assuming both of them started on softs. They're gonna go medium, medium. Which, hey, if you got the pace, I mean, it could work. It can definitely work.
Caution, caution.
Got a yellow ahead.
The track is clear, green flag.
I think one
Information
thing
on Maloney for you.
I'd like to
okay,
see-
they're out of this race.
One thing I'd like to see for F127, I'd like to see a little bit more realistic safety car deployments. So, like, for example, Maloney just parked up on the straight there, pretty much like right at the pit entrance. That's a very fast straight. Marshals would have to come out onto the track there from the pits to, that was a terrible corner, from the pits to retrieve that car and, you know, do whatever, right? So at the very least, there should probably be a VVSC, just because, again, it's a fast part of the track. It's a part of the track where cars tend to overtake. You know what I mean? So I'd like to see, it'd be nice to see a little bit more, again, a more realistic approach and something like that. I think overall, it'd just be nice to see a little bit more realism as a whole, you know? This game penalize you for overtaking under a yellow? Yes, it will. But it depends. Like, in that situation, like, we overtook a car but that car was running slow. You know what I mean? Is that a V10? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Cool. It's an audio mod. It's an audio mod. If you go into in the description for the stream, you'll find a link to it, along with all the other mods that I use. Yeah. PC. PC. Yeah. Lion is making that sound with his mouth. Yeah, it's actually me. It's actually me. I'm the one who's making this. All the sounds you hear in the game. It's all me. Maybe something else that'd actually be kind of nice to see in the new F1 game. Just like the ability to like have new engine regulations and stuff like that, you know? No, you wouldn't be able to use the mod
no
on your Xbox, unfortunately. Yeah.
Keep taking care
It's
of
the
them.
downside of playing it on a console. Kind of just stuck with what you got. Alright. I mean, we're still kind of pulling away from Charles, which is nice. Not by much, but, you know, we're pulling away. I'm assuming we're going to get a similar situation like we did in the first stint, where eventually we're going to reach a point where he will start to catch us again. Especially since he's going to be on a, you know, a little bit fresher tires than me. But right now we're chilling. I mean, I'm a little worried about the fuel load. It's really the only thing I'm worried about right now. But otherwise, pretty good. Pretty good. Almost set a personal best again. So, you're doing well. Doing well. You didn't do what? I didn't do it. You know, it. Got a MotoGP setup? Wait, I'm intrigued. What does that consist of? You got a whole ass bike that like moves and shit? That'd be sick. Like when you go to the arcade and you see the motorcycle, you essentially have one of those. That's actually really cool. That's pretty sick. Dude, if I had something like that, I'd probably play MotoGP. at that point. That's really cool. Be playing that. Be playing like MX versus ATV. Every possible bike game I could find, I'd be playing. That's pretty cool. Hamilton retired to my driver career save, and now Ocon is at Ferrari. That's an interesting one. Gotta keep my grades up. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Damn straight, you better. Better. And then you tap the wall there. No, that's sick though. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much my only setup. I have another rim that I swap this one out with whenever I'm, you know, either driving like an old school F1 car or doing like oval racing and like NASCAR or something like that. Yeah, this is what I got. What I got? I don't have room for multiple setups, or the money for that matter. Loved F1 2020. I went to like season 7 or 8 with 90 plus wins. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think the furthest I ever got in a game, F1 2020 was really good. I think the furthest I ever got in a game, honestly, was probably F1 2017. Either that or 2019, one of the two. Probably either one of those two. That's like season 5 or 6, something like that. Yeah, either I just have the PC keyboard and the bike. Hey, that's still sick though. That's still really cool. Vettel and Checo and Mercedes. Interesting lineup. It's a very interesting pairing. Alright, so right now we're pretty much just maintaining pace. We said maintaining pace. We said 2 personal best laps, or best sector times. Sectors 1 and 2. Got Mr. O'Sullivan here in front of us. There we go, fastest lap.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Fuel, as of right now, less of a concern. Still a little bit of a concern. And again, I know how crazy that sounds, but... still a concern. We'll see. Gasly's in the pits. Some U's doing a 2-stop. Max just did a best lap, 128. What? I didn't realize Piastri is actually a P4. What kind of strategy he's doing? Pretty there. Although I think he was actually kind of like right there with everybody else, like with Aiden and whatnot, so might have just undercut. Yeah, I went deep.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by
Where am I at in the championship?
37.5 seconds.
It's actually a good question. I mean, we're already a decent ways back from Charles, just because obviously we had the DNF in Bahrain last race. We were battling with Charles in Suzuka, and then unfortunately had the issues with the fuel. So, you know, lost some spots there. Like, our best finish with Luna so far was P4, so yeah, it's been a little bit of a struggle here early, but yeah, I think we're P5, P6, somewhere around there.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
And we've now kind of reached that point where Charles has a rocket ship of a car. So he is closing very rapidly.
Made a couple mistakes, but he's gaining. I think we've reached that point. His ability to just kind of keep such a consistent lap time. I'm actually, chat, remind me to go and look through his lap times for this race. After the race. But I think like that's what's has allowed him to do so well here early in the season is he's able to just, oh god, we're grinding on the curb. He's just been able to maintain such a consistent pace throughout every race. Jetta's just S's basically. Yeah, it kind of is, but it's fun though. It is fun. I do enjoy Jetta. Enjoy it a lot. Got a nice little flow to it, you know? Just because it's so fast. Like, it's another one of those rhythm tracks. I mean, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. It does feel that way. You're not wrong there. Hopefully Albon doesn't hold us up here. Although I say that, I'm not even really catching him, feels like.
Leclerc behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Time last lap, 1:28.9.
Yeah, I mean, he's running quick. Running quick. He's running about a second faster than us. Ah, a little deep again. I keep making mistakes, which doesn't help. Looking at the mini map there, Aiden's got, I'm assuming, Lando and Max tucked up right behind him. For a race that was going really strong for Aiden, might end up finishing like P7 here. Just went deep again. Better lap though. Oh, what? And wide again. Thankfully, didn't lose too much time. Actually set a personal best somehow. Somehow went quicker. So accidentally caused a 16-car pileup on the Monza straight in career mode. Sounds like an F1 online lobby. Oh, look at Max. Max up to P5 now. Might catch Oscar before it's all said and done. Yeah, hell of a comeback effort there. I think he started P12 or something like that, so. Yeah, hell of an effort there. There we go. Personal best. Ooh. Almost lost it there. Almost lost it. I went a little deep into the start of the S's there, and because of that, kind of made me go a little shallow through the corner, and you know, almost dumped the back end. Need some time here. Wish they add back the radio message, shut up, Jeff. I wish they would add, like, something to have better team control. I agree there. Yeah, you can tell Mark to, I think it just says quiet engineer, I think that's the radio cue. And give less updates, but I don't know. Giving less updates thing I feel like doesn't actually happen. Like, you tell them to do that and just ignores it. Engineer quiet does seem to kind of work, but it doesn't just stop talking. I do wish the engineer was a bit better. Like, I do wish it kind of gave better updates as a whole. But it is what it is. Yeah, we are actually increasing the gap. I'm actually kind of surprised. Especially That time was actually a little bit slower. Ooh. Doing Max dirty this race? Max did himself dirty by not having a good quality run. That's on him. But hey, he's closing in on Oscar still. Strategy ultimately worked for him. I mean, he started like 12th, so start 12th and be in P5. Good. Obviously, I'm sure he doesn't want to be 40 seconds off the pace, but it is good. Deep there. Dude, what a difference a year makes for us, though. Like,
Tyre condition still.
Jeddah, we did well. I think we actually won at Jeddah last season, or we had a podium. We had a podium at Jeddah last season. Like Jeddah, we did really well, but yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. Oh, yeah, like again, just what a difference a year makes. Like last season, we struggled a little bit, you know? We struggled. I hope to have a little bit more competitive car, and you know, Cali was so dominant in the early part of the season. Max was obviously very dominant in the second half of the season. He was the one who was ahead by 40 seconds, and now the roles have been reversed a little bit. This has been a wild career mode. It truly has been. Mark is telling me to let Verstappen by when I have the fastest lap. Oof. Makes me think of that quote he said when... Yeah, exactly. Field Delta is looking at you like the rat with the clock meme. Yeah, low key. Field should be good. We should be okay, thankfully. I think we'll have enough. Seems to not have gone down as much here in the second stint, so yeah, we'll take it. And we actually are kind of pulling away from Charles again, even though that was a pretty bad lap. I'm trying to build my battery back up a little bit here on this lap. Once again, chat, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the gifts earlier there on YouTube. I appreciate that. Appreciate the subs, the following, everything. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Cap's back up over 7, so should be good. Should be good. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed everything goes well here the rest of the way. I'll say Max is actually going to potentially catch Oscar here too by the end of it. fastest Sector 2 time. Once again. Take it. He'll take it. Car's been good. Car's been very good this race. And again, Jeddah's usually a track I tend to do well at, so it doesn't surprise me by any means, but I am kind of shocked that here in the second stint, in comparison to Charles, we're actually pulling away from him, given how the first stint went. But race ain't over yet. Race ain't over yet. You gotta keep that in mind. A lot gonna happen here in the next 4.5 laps. Personal best, Sector 1, Sector 2, what's Sector 3? For the personal best lap? We did. We did. I don't think it's far off from the, I don't think it's far off from the fastest lap either. I think Max did a, like, 128.2 or something like that, so. Pretty neato. Wide there. Yeah. Completely screwed up that sector. Looks like the fuel might have been just enough. Looks like it might have been just enough. Maybe a little more than just enough, but glad I didn't touch it at all. There's actually a part of me that thought about increasing it, making it go a little bit higher. Looks like Max just got past Oscar. Hell of a race from Max. Oop. Yep, that was a little deep. Hell of a race from Max. So start where he started to be up to P4. Might even just get a podium by the end of this here. It'll be close. Where Aiden is.
Repeat that, I've got some interference here. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're sitting in 7th. And the time last lap, 1 minute 29.9.
That's what I thought. Alright. 1.5 laps to go. It's been good. It's been good. Got filtered for saying bring it home. That's wild. Okay. Okay then. It's interesting. Yeah, TikTok's weird sometimes. TikTok's strange. But hey, you know what? We haven't had a TikTok stream crash, or not crash, but get shut down in like over a week. I think they finally fixed whatever the hell was going on with my channel. So, I'll take it. Although since then I've gotten less viewership, so like, they just can't be choosers, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, mate, final
All right,
lap.
final lap.
Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Final lap. Max got past Gibby. If he can hold it. Go from P12 to a podium. Good for him. Good for him. But hey, wow, it was a good race for Max. It's an even better race for us. We get Lewis his first win with Apex.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
Whew.
That was a tough race, guys.
Was it really Lewis? Because it didn't feel like it. I'll be honest. Of course, the only damn is, yeah, for real, man.
And as we've said
For real,
so
what are we
many
doing?
times in the past, the checkered flag is out.
Oh.
Our winner, Lewis
Thank you, Sol.
Hamilton.
Thank you.
Well, it all came good in the
We'll
end
take
for
that.
them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great strength in an athlete as a driver when you can overcome a day like this and walk
Is this
away
call for a
still
shoey
with a
celebration?
victory.
Yeah, that's not happening, Chief. I ain't doing that. I
It's
ain't
what
doing
every
that.
driver imagines when they
is the
start
first
out
P1
on
of the
their
season, it
long
is.
road towards
Yeah, it
Formula
is. It
One.
is our,
And for a
it is our
lucky
first
three
win.
today, here's the podium waiting for them.
This is our first win.
It's a familiar sight in Formula One, and here it is once again. Lewis Hamilton with the trophy
Nene.
held
Like
high,
doing Nene.
celebrating a masterful victory.
That's a throwback. Okay, race. Thank you, sir. Thank you. 10-second gap when Lewis says tough race, right? Like, come on now. Come on now. Nah. Yeah, we'll let that go. I'll ignore it. Oh, that was good. It was a good race. It was good. Wonder where we're at in constructors? That's actually a good question. We're gonna find out here. We're gonna find out here. I will be. Yeah, yeah, I'm done. I genuinely think I'm getting sick. I don't really feel all that great. So. This might be proof that Ferrari is the problem. True.
It's been an absolutely wild
True.
weekend of
Yeah, I'll
Formula
look at
One
those lap
action.
times. Thank you for the
and I
reminder.
can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, hell of a race. Yeah, I mean, we just ran really strong all race. Let's see, race director? Yeah, this is what I want. Let's see. So. I mean, they were consistent. They really weren't that quick. But they are consistent. But, like, let's compare it to, not us, but, like, let's compare it to, I don't really know who else to compare it to. I guess Kimmy. Yeah, I mean, definitely slower. Good margin, same thing there. Yeah, so. Yeah, I mean, his times have been off the charts, dude. Like, he's been killing it, but obviously, this man in particular, is crushing it today. Setting some real, I mean, consistently in the 128s there at the end of the race, so. Yeah. Good on him. Good on Max. That's how, it started 11th, sorry. But even still, started 11th, finished 3rd. Obviously worked really well for him. Gabriel started 6th, finished 9th. I mean, that's still a good result for Gabriel there. Pierre, unfortunately, fell down the list quite a bit in comparison. Yeah, Red Bull is just not there, man. Just not there. Callie finished 8th, and Oscar finished 5th. Aiden was sitting in 4th in the first stint and was doing really well. Unfortunately, I don't know if traffic caught him or what, but ultimately these guys all just kind of got out ahead of him. And yeah, that was the end of that. That was the end of that. But P7 is not bad. It's not bad. You'd like to see a little more. You'd like to see a little more, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's a good race. It's a good race. Let's see. So yeah, Charles has a 63-point advantage over Pierre, and we have now jumped up to P3 after that race, which is huge. Which is definitely huge. 67 points back. Again, obviously we're still very, very early in the season, but I'm gonna have to bring my A game like every race. I'm gonna have to bring my A game like literally every race from here on out. So we'll take it. We'll take it. But Charles is quick. Yeah, McLaren's first, and then yeah, and the constructors we're right behind Red Bull. I mean, ultimately, right now, if the season continues the way it's going, McLaren are going to be constructors champions. That's not going to change. But you know, I was thinking the same thing in season 2, to where Red Bull was going to be constructors champions because of how well Callie was doing with Red Bull, and ultimately in the end, I mean, they fell off a cliff in the second half of the season. So like, McLaren came out really strong in the second half of the season. So a lot can happen. I can't really sit here and say it's going to stay like this the rest of the season, obviously. But I don't expect us to win the constructors. I would love to win the constructors, but I would need Aiden to kind of finish more towards the top more consistently. Obviously, he got the podium at Bahrain, but yeah, I would need Aiden to finish strong on a more regular basis. But yeah, I'll take the win though. I'll take the win. Do you think my team is better than career mode? Better than driver career, you mean? I would say so. There's just more to it, you know. I do like driver career because it's not as involved, right? And obviously you can just kind of focus on just yourself. But yeah, I mean, my team's overall the better mode. Obviously between car customization and you know, everything else. But there is something nice about like being able to create your own driver and take that driver and try to, you know, become a legend in the sport of F1. So, I mean, there is that element to it, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But I do appreciate you all tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It. Yeah. If I'm sure. Jack Brabham's the only driver owner champion. I think you might be right. You might be right. It's all good. Hey, you could go back on the YouTube channel and you could rewatch it if you'd like to. Wasn't the most exciting of races, but there was some good racing that happened between Charles and I. So, do recommend watching it if you so choose to do so. Otherwise, I'll be back on tomorrow. We're gonna stream tomorrow, normal time as always. Yeah, and we'll go from there. What's next? What's after Jeddah? What's after Jeddah? I don't even know. Miami. Miami's after Jeddah. So yeah, we got Miami next. That's produced some excitement. It's produced some excitement for us. Australia, I think, no. Australia is the season opener. So, yeah, tomorrow should be good. Tomorrow should be a good one. Monaco's always fun. I love Monaco. I love doing Monaco. Monaco's been good to us so far too, so I love doing Monaco. But we got a couple races before that. I was thinking 24. Yeah, that's fair. But no, chat. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. For those of you that watch, thank you again to the new subscribers, new followers. Thank you again to the gifts over on YouTube. Again, unfortunately, they don't show up in my alert feed, so I don't see them, and I see that you sent more. So if, or that's somebody else. That might be somebody else. Hang on, wait, because I can't see from here. No, you sent more. Okay. Well, Prophet, thank you again. Shout out Prophet. Get a W in chat for him. Yeah, I appreciate that. I do greatly appreciate it. Again, they don't show up in my alert feed, so I don't get away of seeing it, unfortunately. Unless I'm like staring at that specific window. But I do appreciate it. And I'm also learning. I already kind of knew this was the thing, but like now that I'm like kind of doing content more often, I'm also learning that the month of January sucks to be a content creator. At least, especially a small content creator. Like they always talk about like how like the numbers tend to like decline quite a bit. As far as like viewership and things like that for the month of January, and dude, it is showing. It is showing. I thought, or I just completely screwed up my algorithm by streaming LMU on Friday. But I do appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope for the F126 DLC they allow. Yeah, I agree, dude. Like I would love to see the capability of editing the calendar, having more freedom. But wonder why January specifically. Well, I mean that's part of it, right? New year, people are trying to accomplish things, obviously. And then like you figure the people that tend to watch streams the most are kids, right? So you're back in school. Young adults also, again, same thing, back in school. Going back to college and everything like that, or maybe just starting out college if you start in the semester, or whatever the case may be. So like obviously that's a part of it. And then you also got to factor in everybody's going back to work. People don't really get days off again until pretty much spring. Really? And even then, that's, we're talking April, like Easter. So, obviously spring break, if you're in college, but, and I guess a little bit in like high school and whatnot. But if you work, I mean, you don't get a spring break for work, I can tell you that. So that's a big part of it. But, or maybe my content is just shit. Maybe that's just what it comes down to. Maybe people don't want to see me anymore. It's sad. Sad. Back, what did I miss? I won. I won the race. Yeah. No, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not complaining. You know, it's whether if it's 2 people watching or if it's, 10 people watching or like 80 people watching, whatever the case may be, I'm still greatly appreciative of all of it, It could be one person watching and I'm still appreciative of it because that's still one person who's taking time out of their day to tune in. So that's how I look at it. Sure you did? I did. I won. But all right, chat. I'm gonna call it there though. I think we peaked at 50. Bahrain. Yeah, like Bahrain, was probably one of my lowest viewed streams. Trying to think. Yeah. Bahrain was probably one of my lowest viewed F1 streams in quite some time. The stream before that was actually pretty decent, so it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. It just kind of fell off completely. But yeah, TikTok in particular, yeah, it was decent. It was decent. Same thing with YouTube. The numbers weren't bad, but I don't know. It's weird. How do you feel about doing races with us? I think if we get more members on the channel and stuff like that, then yeah, I mean, we'll definitely do some members only content. That's kind of how I'm gonna do that. The last time I tried doing stuff with viewers was on my birthday, and nobody wanted to do it. So yeah, I haven't really done anything since because of that. But I've also learned that a lot of my viewers don't have F125. So there's that. Wish you all the happiness. Please stay safe and healthy. You too. But again, I'm gonna call it there. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Much love as always. Much love as always. Stay safe out there. You're my favorite Jets ambassador. Thanks. Race done? Yeah, I'm sorry. We're actually calling it here, but we'll be back on tomorrow. So be sure to tune in. But and I'm sure my mic's echoing right now, but I can run it in the stream, so I don't care. But anyway, as always, stay safe out there. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Adios. Peace out. And enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys tomorrow.